Wednesday at 9. Tune in every time. We don't do no cap. Report only facts.
Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's time for that good weekly evaluation about Britt checking in with y'all live from the quarantine progress support headquarters. Hope everybody's doing good out there, man. We got a few topics to go over this week. Want to keep y'all updated what's going on in the real world, the outside world, the virtual world. So first and foremost, we just celebrated Mother's Day. Big ups to all the mothers out there, man. There was a lot of love being shown on the gram yesterday. We had Kurt Franklin who killed it with the I'm a Mama remix to I'm a Sad Mother on there. I thought that was pretty dope. And then we also had Miss Lauren London. She spoke out on Mother's Day, which was very much needed. And they basically was just asking her, like, how are you holding up at a time like this, on Mother's Day where you don't have Nipsey? And she was just saying, man, I'm living through everybody that's still here, appreciating everybody that's showing me love. And most importantly, I'm still carrying on the legacy of my husband, by lighting candles and things of that nature. So big ups to Miss Lauren London, man, for staying in such a positive spirit. On the other hand, we got Future out here being super petty. I feel like Future did this shit last year. So like every year Future goes on Twitter and he just shouts out all his baby moms. I swear I seen him do this last year. First of all, his tweet to Sierra was real dry. I feel like Sierra should have got a bigger shout out. But then he left one of his baby moms out, which actually turned out to be someone who was actually another one of his baby mothers. So big ups to Future for keeping on, with the baby mama drama, you know what I'm saying? He got plenty of baby mamas to go around at this point, you heard? And big ups to Brandy, man. She also just dropped a new single entitled Baby Mama while we're speaking about baby mamas. And she's going to donate to charities to help out single moms. So big ups to Brandy. It's been a while since she dropped any new music. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. We have a clip up on our page at the Progress Report 101. All right. Now, speaking of Brandy, she got her little brother, Ray J. He's not doing so well right now. Princess Love has finally filed for a divorce. And the reason why I say finally is because those who have been going through it, Princess says she's been stuck in places where Ray J is just out in Vegas acting crazy. And she said, at this point, I just can't take it. So, marriage is never an easy thing. So I'm hoping that they can possibly work it out. But from what we've heard, from a public standpoint, it's not looking too good for them, man. All right. And, we going hard as far as our virtual versus editions with all our battles that's been going on with our versus editions. So up next, we've been talking about hearing Trick Daddy and Trina. All right. And I think that would be dope. You know what I mean? Big ups to Miami 305 Dade County. We definitely need that one. But Trina was recently called out the other day by Miss Kaya. That's right. Kaya as in my neck, my back. Now, she said she want to battle Trina, and she feel like she has more hits than Trina. Now, when I heard that, I was like, the only hit I know that you do have is My Neck, My Back. So where she got all these other hits from, I really don't know. But Trina commented on it. She said, yo, I'm definitely not about to go hit for hit with nobody who's beneath me, let alone anybody who doesn't even have as many number one hits as me. So I felt that one because it's like, Kaya, I don't know what you be smoking, sis, but hey, you need to pass that blunt because you definitely can't keep up with Trina, okay, the baddest. And one battle that we just had recently was Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. Man, they put on, I really appreciate that one. There's a lot of soulful music, and it was amazing to see two Black women just appreciate one's craft and just, do it for the world. And apparently we might have one coming up with John Legend and Alicia Keys. They said they want to go key for key, you know what I'm saying, on the piano. So I think that would be very dope. So that'll give y'all something to look forward to during this time of quarantine. And while we're speaking on quarantine, man, I know a lot of people are wondering, like, when is this thing going to end? And we keep hearing new updates as it progresses, you know what I mean? Keyword A, progress. As it progresses, it's kind of like things are kind of just changing. It's not really a set thing. Atlanta was supposed to open up this Friday. I just heard, I'm not sure if it's what it applies to, but I heard that we're going to actually be extended to the end of the month. I saw an article today that LA might get 3 extra months. So I'm just praying on this whole thing, man. The CDC, they said that it's okay to open, but Trump came back and said it's not okay. And that's frightening. You know what I mean? So just stay prayed up, y'all. Stay positive. You know what I mean? This too shall pass. It's not going to last forever. If you look at China, if you look at Italy, which were top impacted places at one point. You know, they went on quarantine for like 2 months straight. And I think we just need to have a tighter, you know, quarantine, like not have so many things open, but literally just shut everything down. I think we can kick this thing out because right now Atlanta's going crazy. They got over 20K teens driving without licenses. I don't know if y'all seen it, but they letting people just get their license without even taking a driver's test. So if you on a road in Atlanta, be safe out there, right? Because there's a lot of teens out there that just driving off of just, I don't even know how they got the license. It's a crazy time in the road, all right? We're going to hop over to our music real quick, man. I want to give a big shout out to G Herbo. He just received his first gold plaque for PTSD. We also got Meek Mill and Drake. They're going bad. Joint just officially went platinum. Going Blad is going platinum. You feel me? Big ups to Meek Mill. Also welcoming his baby boy with Milano on his birthday. He actually shares his birthday with his newborn son. I think that's dope. You know what I mean? Big ups to them. And speaking of Meek Mill, we got Nicki Minaj. You know, his ex. She's also on the charts right now. We're actually her first #1 single with Doja Cat on the record, Say So. And there's been a lot of talk about that because, you know, Nicki's been around for quite some time and I didn't even realize it. They're upset because this is her first #1 hit and it's not even like an official like rap joint. It's like a pop joint. So how do y'all feel about that? Leave us a comment. Let us know what you feel about Nicki, you know, getting her first #1 single as a feature. All right. Now, speaking of one of Nicki's favorite people, I don't know if they're like, if it's still a thing or not, but he's repping her to the fullest. We got 6ix9ine. All right, he just got released. You know, he was in jail for, I think he did about a year, a little bit over a year, but he just got released early due to the COVID. He's on house arrest, but he's already back to his old ways. He's already back to trolling. For some reason, he got an issue with Meek Mill. He's already talking stuff about Meek Mill. But a lot of people right now are talking about his live that he went and did on Friday, this past Friday. The live had almost 2 million views. And basically, he broke out, you know, his silence as far as why he decided to snitch. And it was weird, you know, I'm not going to lie, but he said his reason why he snitched is because the niggas that he snitched on, they was having sex with his baby mama. And basically, he was saying, you know, why would he stay loyal to someone and people who are not loyal to him? Let us know what y'all think about that, man, because I mean, I'm all for loyalty, but I don't do that eye for an eye thing. You know what I mean? I don't really be like, if somebody does me wrong, I don't really go and be like, well, what can I do to do them wrong? Honestly, it sounds like a sad ass excuse. You know what I mean? His baby mama said, I ain't even have sex with nobody. That boy just lying. But what y'all think about 6ix9ine situation, man? Do y'all think he's gonna stay on the charts for long? What do y'all think about this guy? Because it seems like he really came back out the same person, talking shit, flexing money, just the same old person. All right, so y'all let us know in the comments. All right, on a not so good note, but kind of a good note, a bittersweet note, we have Mr. Ahmaud Arbery. You know, this was the gentleman who was gunned down while jogging in Georgia. It took about 2 months, but an arrest has finally been made. Unfortunately, all the BS is already starting. They're putting out surveillance cameras talking about he was in a place trespassing prior, and it's just a bunch of BS, man. So if you can in any way stay active with this here, we need to get our right type of justice with this situation, because I don't think there is anything that justifies, you know, gunning down someone who's just jogging. You know what I mean? He didn't have a gun on him. He didn't have a weapon on him. There is absolutely nothing. Even if he went to a shed or a house and he looked in it, he didn't do anything in that video. Just stay on top of this, y'all. We cannot let this slip under the cracks, all right? We also want to send our condolences to Mr. Sean Reed. This is also a new development story about another black man who was gunned down recently from Indianapolis. He was actually on his Facebook Live. I saw the footage too. I don't really know the motive behind it or how it may started, but he was gunned down by the police, and they're saying that he shot first at the police. So whatever the case may be, man, it's just a sad situation. So big ups to both of those families, of those men who are those 2 men and losses that we just had recently. All right. And on another tip to connect with that, man, we got Mr. Shannon Brown. Now, Shannon Brown is Monica's ex-husband. All right. So recently, he shot down what he felt like were intruders to his home. It was some people who walked in his home talking about they thought the house was for sale, but there was no for sale sign. And apparently he shot them and he was arrested immediately. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up in a mod situation is because it took 2 months for arrests to be made on a mod robbery, but it took literally almost hours for Shannon Brown to be arrested. And right now, a lot of people are talking about that. It's just a very, it's not a fair system at all. So we want to know what y'all think about this situation with all of these black families and black men that, you know, have gone through these situations, man. What do y'all think about it? Leave us some comments below. And we also got some developing news on Kobe's family, man. So for those who may or may not know, Kobe's wife, Vanessa Bryant, she was looking at actually suing the pilot, saying that he was the cause of the death in some manner. But now the family of the pilot is saying, no, I'm not at fault. It was actually the passenger's fault. I just think, honestly, that the whole lawsuit should be dropped, because at this point, it's just like y'all pointing fingers on death. You know what I mean? You cannot question death. That was meant to happen. When everybody's time is to go, there is nothing that you can do to avoid it. That is your time to clock out. There is no way to avoid death. And I think that just to show respects to the Bryants, to the passenger's family, because no one person that was lost is more important. I think everybody should just drop all the lawsuits and just, you know, let them rest in peace, man. So let us know what y'all think about that too. And we also had 3 tragic losses, man, back to back last week. It hit us hard. First, we had Mr. Andre Harrell, who passed away at the age of 59. He was one of the founders of Uptown Records and responsible for the launches of people's careers like Diddy and Mary J. And then we had one of the king of rocks, man. That's what I would say. Little Richard, man. Goodness, passed away at the age of 87. And then we had Miss Betty Wright, who definitely taught us a lot. You know what I'm saying? She passed away at the age of 66. Goodness, when they say deaths happen in 3, I mean, they mean that. But, man, I want to just send a big prayer to these families right here. And I feel like our culture was definitely impacted a lot by all 3 of these people that I just named here. So may their legacy live forever. And I'm just praying for good health and longevity for everybody across the world, because those hit us back to back. And, you know, 59, 87, 66, those are young to me. You know what I mean? So, you know, big respect to their family on that tip. All right. And as far as the progress report goes, man, you know, we still working. We got Lala Shep out there with her new interview with Shay Universe. Y'all can check that out. And we got DJ Excel. She's back live in action with her new When the Tables Turn edition with my homeboy, DJ Knowledge. I actually met him through Excel. And as far as myself go, each and every Friday, you know, you can check us out on my nonprofit at Today's Vibes 247. Our Let It Fly Friday videos. We got some knowledge about things that you may be dealing with mentally, you know what I mean? So, you know, by all means, support. Make sure y'all share this weekly evaluation to all your friends. Make sure y'all check us out on YouTube, The Progress Report. We will see y'all again soon in person, but until then, we'll see you virtually on The Progress Report. Make sure y'all follow the page at The Progress Report 101. Boss Britt the Most Lit. Checking out. Appreciate it.
The Progress Report.